Okay, settling back down for a few more reflections and a little bit of contemplation, meditation. And, while I'm just sharing a few thoughts, find a comfortable position to sit, alert, and to just listen carefully as you're practicing with your in and out breathing. Use it as an opportunity for collecting the mind in the posture, the sitting posture, as the breathing is moving in and moving out, and just to listen to the words as a guidance for the process as well. And the woodpeckers will be joining us for their pecking meditation. So just get a sense of your body settling back down. Letting the snippets and threads of speech and conversation settle back into the background. So the practice of Anapanasati, in and out breathing, is one of embodiment, really getting to be settled within the body. Contemplations using words are meant to be guides to helping to settle and calm both the body and the mind. Words have a very powerful effect on us, so we need to use them carefully. As Luang Por started out mentioning, that we don't really have a technique here so much at Abhayagiri in terms of a method for focusing on the breathing. We don't prescribe a specific anatomical point to use, and one has to experiment to find what does work for one and what is most comfortable. As he mentioned, some people do use the tip of the nose, or others the abdomen, or the full process of in and out breathing through the nose all the way down and then back out again. Different styles work for different people. And I've told my story before that my attempts at using the tip of the nose as a focal point for many years before coming to the monastic life were pretty much met with unsuccess, and that I found myself getting quite tense from that trying to maintain an intense focus on a small anatomical point. So after a long period of abstaining from Anapanasati based on Luang Por's advice, when I returned to it, I developed a more gentle, broad-based approach that didn't lead to that kind of, tension that I found personally, as opposed to others, using the tip of the nose. And I think some other people might experience that as well. So one does have to make it a comfortable experience where one is actually wanting to do it. So as he mentioned, as Luang Por mentioned, the Buddha really didn't specify a particular location to focus one's attention on, with slightly the possible exception of the third step of the Anapanasati Sutta. He just mentioned the first two steps of noticing the length of the breathing, the in and out qualities of long breath or short breath, and briefly mentioned the third and fourth stages. The third stage is one that seems to be fairly straightforward in terms of the teaching. Sabbakaya patisangvedi. And that could be translated as the patisangvedi is based on the root vedana, vedi, feeling. And patisang are two amplifiers. So fully experiencing, fully feeling, and then sabbakaya. Sabba means entire or all, kaya, body. So fully and completely experiencing the entire body. One breathes in, one breathes out. So this does point to, at least at some point, as the mind is settling down, to, at some point during the meditation, to broaden and be inclusive of this experience, fully experiencing the entire body. And one of the things that I think has been pointed out in some modern teachings or modern interpretations of the Anapanasati Sutta, pointing to the quality of pana, breathing, Sanskrit prana, and that one can see that actually beyond the actual physiological breath coming in and out of the lungs, out of the nasal passages and through into the lungs and back out again, but to expand the notion of prana, to be more broadly seen as the breath energy. That's probably likely how it was viewed at the time of the Buddha, how you hear about it in traditional Indian medicine and the teachings of the various bodily energies, is that prana would refer to a breath energy as opposed to just which includes the actual in and out breathing itself of air, but goes beyond that. And that if you think of that third step in Anapanasati of the entire, fully experiencing the entire body, how one can feel that gentle breath energy coursing through the entire body and tuning into the quality of gentle expansion and contraction and movement through the limbs, through the lower body, the feet, as well as the head and the chest, as a gentle, rhythmic pulsating, essentially, of bodily energies. So this is one way of broadening, once the mind is settled, if the mind has developed comfort around a smaller point in the body, that's good. But to expand that awareness to include the entire body. And then to also incorporate gentle encouragement to the stilling and calming of that gentle rhythmic process, to slow it down and to feel it coursing through the entire body in a very soothing, gentle, full-bodied awareness. In the various stages of absorption that the Buddha talks about, all throughout those stages, the Buddha refers to spreading that pleasure, that delight that one experiences as the body settles down, spreading it through the entire body. And the phrases he uses are allowing that pleasure and ease to drench, steep, fill, and pervade this entire body. So even in what he refers to as absorptions, there is this bodily awareness with the qualities that arise from meditation, drenching, steeping, filling, and pervading this entire body. So as you're breathing in and out, wherever you're noticing it most comfortably, most easily, see if you can spend a few minutes just spreading that energy, spreading that awareness of breath energy throughout the entire body. Sometimes people like to take it systematically from the tip of the head all the way down through the body to the soles of the feet. Some people have more of a proclivity to just be able to sense the entire body right from the get-go, and to allow that gentle pulsing rhythmic quality of breathing to drench, steep, fill, and pervade the entire body. So practice with that for a few minutes. If you notice some tension, just consciously breathe into it. You don't have to focus on it strongly, but just gently allow it into your awareness and breathe in with it, breathe out with it to relax. See if you can relax all of the muscles in your face, forehead, behind the eyes, the cheeks, and the jaw. That area of the body holds a lot of tension. Allow the pana, breath energy, to help release and relax any tense areas. And then wherever your primary focus of breathing is felt, allow it to move more broadly, again through the entire body as one energetic system, even if there's a focal point, a center of breath awareness. Allow it to broaden, expand, and include the whole body sensation. So rather than trying to focus tightly on the breath, to pin it down, hold it, and shut out other distractions, or shut out other input, we try to just open up to the experience as it's arising in our awareness. Relax the body, relax our grip. Feel the entire body in its sensations and in its internal qualities. The body within the body, the internal aspects of breath energy. And rather than trying to tightly focus, concentrate on the breathing, we just allow the mind to settle, and the body to settle comfortably, naturally. And when that happens, the breathing just becomes apparent. We don't have to force ourselves to pay attention to it. We're settled in the body completely and thoroughly. Then the mind just settles with the breathing, lands on top of it, without having to forcefully pin it down. Again, not to let the mind get scattered and distracted, but keeping that sense of unwavering interest and attention on the entire body, gently expanding, contracting with the breath energy. It's a pulling together of the mind and body. Luang Por said, using the word integrated, collecting the energies that are outward going and bringing them in mentally, physically. Pulling them together throughout this breathing process. Allowing oneself to sink into it deeply. And so rather than trying to develop a one-pointed concentration, we're encouraging an unwavering composure that's based in delight and pleasure of the in and out breathing, sense of ease and well-being that we just enjoy staying with.